Konami Studios.
Hello everyone and welcome back to this episode of the Weekly Pull, and this week we are uploading to YouTube. I know, we're just doing it, I want to test it out, see how it does there, and because on Patreon no one's seeing it, of course, so that's just why I'm like, well, let's see, maybe we could get people who want to see this regularly want to come see it on Patreon, so we'll see how that goes. June 10th, 2020, we got a couple of books I picked up this week, and I liked them all, actually. This is like the first week that comics have come back where I'm like, every issue is really good. I like everything I'm seeing. I'm actually obsessed with everything I'm seeing. So let us just jump into a couple of books here. And I got 6 books this week. I thought I had more, but I didn't. And, you know, I don't pick up every big title. I don't pick up all of the stuff from Marvel or DC. And the ones I do pick up are ones that I've kind of been following for a while now. So we'll see what happens there, okay? Good. First book. Batman 92. I did a full-on review of Batman 92, so we'll just briefly talk about it here. I really liked the issue. I thought the whole Batman fighting the Riddler while he has Deathstroke with him was a very interesting plot for this story. Very Gotham City, very Batman storytelling. Really good stuff there. Tynion is doing something incredible with his run. I'm a big fan of Punchline. I think she's a very compelling and interesting character, and I'm excited to see more of her going forward. So I think that's going to be really fun, and I cannot wait to see what's coming next from his run. I'm not a big fan of Joker, but Joker War actually sounds kind of interesting, so that's going to be very compelling to see. And like I said too, the Underbroker is a really cool looking character that I really like. And everything about it, I'm liking everything about this run. It's become really fun and interesting, and this is a really great issue to get you back into reading Batman again. So I think that was a very exciting thing, really compelling, and I can't believe it happened. Like, it's just a fun book. So we'll stick on the topic of DC Comics, and we'll jump into Lois Lane number 11. And I've been reading Lois Lane since it came out. One of the earlier videos I did was on Lois Lane issue 6 because it's like one of my favorite comics of all time. I think it's brilliant. And as of late, I've kind of gotten a little slower and not as happy with everything happening in the Lois Lane comic. It's going multiversial. Is that a word? Multiversial? I don't know. It's going too multiversy, and it's going to, you know, Renee Montoya, and it's not really focusing on the Lois Lane stuff I want it to focus on. It's kind of more like, here's the plot happening with the Death Kisser and this lady who's from a different multiverse who's kind of related to Renee Montoya, and here's the sister Teresa. I can't remember if that was her name, but it's not about Lois Lane anymore. Not about her being a reporter or doing that stuff. We're kind of moving away from that now. It's just Lois taking care of a bunch of people, and it wasn't that interesting for me. Like, I kind of liked it because this was the penultimate episode, pretty much. I meant to say issue there, but it's the penultimate issue, and now we are just going to go to the finale, which should come out next month, and it's probably going to be a really good wrap-up that's all about Lois Lane. So I can get by with this issue being kind of slow and not as good as the other ones, and I can hold on to that and know that it's going to wrap up really good for me in a term that I want to see it wrap up in, so I can handle that, and I'm okay with it. So that's just pretty much what I think on Lois Lane. Like, I wish this one was better, but the stuff that it does do, it's not terrible stuff. It's just not what I wanted from my Lois Lane book. That's pretty much all I have to say on that. And I got another DC book that it's one that I picked up for one reason. And I wasn't really reading this line all the way through, but I picked this up because why not? It is Harley Quinn, issue 73. I picked up 72. Because it's Harley and Booster, and that's kind of why I picked up this issue too. So there's a lot of stuff in here that I don't know a lot about, like the death of the one girl and how it relates to Harley and how she's trying to prove that it wasn't an accident that this girl died, and how she's taking out her anger on some of these wrestlers and doing that kind of thing. I pretty much bought this book just to see the follow-up with Harley and Booster Gold, and we got some of that. I didn't know Booster Gold was a coach for, you know, a university. He's coaching a football team, so that was pretty cool to see. I liked that a lot, actually. And just their conversation that they have there, too. It's like, you know, Harley, you're a really good person, better than most superheroes I know, so you deserve to be happy like you do, and I really like you. And she's like, whoa, Booster Gold getting feelings? No, thank you, mister. Even though in the previous issue, she's like, I'm getting feelings for Booster Gold. Okay, that's weird. And it was still really interesting and really fun. Like, this was a really good time. And I want more of this. I want Harley and Booster to get together. I think I do. I think that could be really fun, really interesting stuff happening there. And it'd be something we haven't seen from Harley before. Another part of this book that I wasn't expecting, well, kind of actually now that I think about the cartoon, was Harley Quinn. She ends the book trying to figure out who was responsible for the death of her friend and realized there was like a benefactor involved, and that benefactor was Granny Goodness. So now we're going to go the route that the cartoon didn't, and is Harley Quinn going to go to Apocalypse? That's kind of exciting. That could be a really fun way for me to get on board with this book, is taking Harley across the DC universe. I can't wait to see how that's going to turn out and what that's going to look like. That's going to be really fun. So I have a couple Marvel books, and then we'll talk about my one Image book today. Deadpool number 5. This was really good, actually. So Deadpool number 5 is pretty much Deadpool and Elsa Bloodstone because, okay, I've said this so many times before, Marvel, just let Kelly Thompson write an Elsa Bloodstone book. Like, it could just be a mini or a maxi series. Just let her write it because she obviously wants to do that. So this entire book with Deadpool is just pretty much Deadpool and Elsa Bloodstone are trying to debate whether or not we should justify the killing of a monster because it's a baby kind of monster and if it's going to terrorize a city. I think it's a really fun and interesting style from this book that we haven't really seen before. We had like the whole Kraven arc before that, which was kind of boring if you ask me. But this was pretty fun. You're just seeing Wade like, I'm not killing an innocent monster. I am the king of these people. They deserve to be treated just. And then you just kind of see Elsa like, you got to let them, they're monsters. They're going to do something bad and you have to be ready. And you have to understand that nobody wants you in charge of these monsters because you're going to do something stupid, Wade. That's just who you are and what you are. Elsa gives him a chance to prove that he is right, and it goes wrong and some innocent people are killed. And now Wade has to do the wrong thing or the right thing, depending on how you look at it. And he has to put the monster down. So they kill the monster. And it kind of solidifies their bond. I never would have thought that I'd want to see Deadpool and Elsa Bloodstone get together. I didn't know that's what I would want from this, but it was really interesting. I liked their chemistry. I thought it was really good and really fun. And I think we're going to see her stick around in this book. I don't know about you. I think we're going to see her stick around in this book because obviously nobody loves Elsa Bloodstone like Kelly Thompson. Like, it's just become apparent to me. And it was a really fun book, so I had a great time reading this one. Deadpool number 5, you guys should check it out. And my other Marvel book, oh my goodness, okay. Chip Zdarsky is, he's so brilliant. Like, I don't know what it was about this book. It's Daredevil number 20. This book is amazing. Like from every single piece of dialogue to every single panel, everything about this book is heart-wrenchingly intense and gritty and realistic and insane and humanizing and heartwarming. Everything about it's good. It's a follow-up to the events of the last issue, which I was kind of vague on going into this one because it's so long ago. And we're just seeing, all right, Hell's Kitchen is on fire. The Rhino, Bullseye, Crossbones, Bullet, Stiltman, they are attacking the shit out of Hell's Kitchen. And the people have to defend themselves. And Matt Murdock is caught up in the middle of this. And he's going around trying to just be like, I don't want to be Daredevil anymore. But somebody has to be the devil. So I have to get back into my old habits and figure out how to stop this. And it was just so intense. Just the way he's going around trying to figure out how to take down all of these characters. Everything about it was so good. And then Typhoid Mary returns, and she's kind of helping him out. And you just see like the look on her face, like, okay, I'll do it because I don't want to see them hurt the church because there might be some good still inside her. I think that was so amazing. So she's luring away the Rhino, and you're just like, this is amazing. And then when all of the people in Hell's Kitchen start to attack these guys, you're just like, there's just so much joy in there, and you're just, oh my god, this is amazing. I can't believe we're seeing this. Nobody ever did this with Daredevil before. We're making Hell's Kitchen so alive and vibrant and important to this universe, you know? And we got a couple of reporters who are like, we got an alert that there's some weird stuff going on in Hell's Kitchen, but all the satellite feeds are caught, all the cell service and towers are down. We can't get in there to find out. So one reporter goes in to find out what's happening, and yeah, it's going to hell. But we get the best shot in all of Daredevil history. I don't care if you agree or disagree with me. This is the best shot in all of Daredevil history. Wilson Fisk and Matt Murdock back to back defending Hell's Kitchen. You're just like, yes, this is what, oh my god. I cannot believe the parallel journeys of Wilson Fisk and Matt Murdock have led us here in this book. Everything about that is just so amazing, and you just buy every second of it. They don't like each other, but they don't want to see their city destroyed by whoever hired these people. We know it's the Stormwinds. We know that's going to be what it is. Oh, this book was amazing. And every page, everything about it, I just completely bought into. It's just gorgeous to look at. And Chip is just killing it. He's killing it at Marvel, man. I don't know. They gotta give him another big book like this after he wraps up his Daredevil arc. I don't know what it's going to be, but he should do something like this with another character. I think it's amazing. And this book was great. It probably is the best book I read this week, because when you have some of those just amazing panels, like with Typhoid Mary helping Matt Murdock, with Kingpin helping Matt Murdock, with the city and the people of Hell's Kitchen revolting against the heroes, the villains, you're just like, yes, this is amazing. This book's amazing. It's so good. And my final book I picked up this week, it was kind of a small week. I did a full-on review of this one too, so we'll talk about it briefly. Adventureman, #1, the genius of Matt Fraction coming in, working with the Dodsons on this pulpy, entertaining book about a woman who is kind of infatuated with this storybook about these amazing heroes from a time past and how it might be real or how it might not be real, and how she's going to be swept into this world now all of a sudden, because one of the characters from the book comes to pay her a visit. I love this. Like I said it before, I think this is a really entertaining and really engrossing story. If you like the Doc Samson, James Bond kind of pulpy fun, it's definitely one for you to pick up, and you're going to have a good time reading it. Adventureman #1. It's a great start to whatever this is going to be going forward, and I cannot wait to see what that is. 64 pages, goes by very fast, and it's just so entertaining, so you guys should check it out. So yes, if you guys like what you've seen in this video, check me out on Patreon, because I do this every week for new books, and I got exclusive content coming there all the time and a lot of good stuff happening. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is The Weekly Pull, and I'll catch you in the next video.